Hello YouTube, how's it going today? It's the Professional here today, and today we are reviewing the Thruster, also known as the Jetpack. You don't unlock the trade-in price for this until you complete the finale of the heist, but right here we are buying it and we are going to review this for $2,750,000. Let's take a look at this. This is the vehicle that everybody's been waiting for a long time. Looks a little different than the San Andreas Jetpack, but still is a Jetpack in GTA Online. I never thought they were going to add this. It was from the Mount Chiliad mystery that we've always seen it. Looks like it's finally solved. Let's take a look at this thing, see how good this thing is. Is it worth it? Let's see that right now. So this is a unique vehicle because this is the first jetpack that they've added to Grand Theft Auto Online. This is different than the San Andreas jetpack because in the San Andreas jetpack you could fire an SMG off of it, but in this one you are actually forced to use one of two weapons. You can use the standard machine guns on it which you purchase, or you can upgrade it to missiles. However, what's annoying is that you constantly have to rebuy them, so if you buy missiles on this thing and then you want to switch to machine guns and you pay for that and then you want to go back to missiles again, you got to keep rebuying them over and over and over again, and it's really frustrating. But it does have JTOL thrust, which makes it kind of fun to take off. It's very easy to land this thing. Never gives problems on landing, and it has very decent speed for a jetpack. Just very decent speed. And look at here how fast I'm flying with this jetpack fully upgraded. I was actually surprised at how fast it would go when it's fully upgraded. It's not as fast as a lot of air vehicles in the game, but just for a jetpack, I was surprised by just the speed on this thing. And what surprised me the most when I was playing around with this thing is that you can actually use this jetpack to land in your office. I'm not joking, you can actually do it. Here, let me show you guys what it looks like. I actually couldn't believe you could do this. I flew over my office, I was like, what? You can use this to land in the office? So I tested it right here, look. Just like that. Use it to get in your office. One disappointing thing about this jetpack is that it only holds a total of 16 missiles, and there is a cooldown time similar to the Buzzard. The cooldown time isn't really that bad, but it's disappointing this thing only holds 16 missiles in total. These missiles are the best weapon though. The other weapon that you have to choose from are the machine guns, and they're kind of like standard machine guns. These machine guns aren't that great, and you're not going to really be able to hit targets with these machine guns, as you guys see right here. I mean, if you want to be able to fire unlimited ammo, just get the machine guns, but you're not going to be able to hit targets with this, especially not moving targets. And you're going to make yourself a target because you're constantly trying to stand still hitting targets. So I would recommend to stand with the missiles. Don't take the machine guns. And even if you want to keep both and you want to keep changing between the two, you have to pay for it. Let me show you that right now. And look at this, guys. Rockstar's pulling the same crap they pulled before. Now we got to pay for the missiles again. This is ridiculous. And you even have to pay $700 to have nothing on this. It's just stupid. But why do we have to buy these 2 times? It makes no sense whatsoever. So, whenever I buy a vehicle, I want to see if that vehicle can make me money. So I want to test what this jetpack is like at doing jobs. Let's test Sightseer first, and let's see. First package collected. Yeah, I definitely really like using the jetpack for Sightseer, and it's kind of fun too. And there we go, got the second package. Let's see if we can get the third package before 10 minutes. And look at that, guys. We managed to complete Sightseer in 4 minutes. And this thing, this jetpack, it's really good. It's really good at landing. It's very easy to land with this thing. So this jetpack is definitely good for jobs. Let's see what it's like with Headhunter really quick. Here we're going to test Headhunter with this jetpack now. One target down. Here's a little tip for you guys. Like in the jetpack, like in other vehicles, you can just press L1 and R1 to cycle targets. So if you want to focus on the target, just hit L1 and R1. Third target down. Final target dead. Look at that, guys. In 3 minutes, we managed to take them all out with the jetpack. 21 grand. Just gotta be careful with your missiles when you can run out of them, but if you're precise, you can easily complete Headhunter, and you can do And you can do sightseer very easily with this jetpack, so this jetpack is definitely going to be useful on jobs, definitely going to be helpful for jobs, easy to land, fast, powerful with these missiles. Just the cooldown's kind of annoying on these missiles and the fact that they're limited, but I do like it, and it's fun flying this thing around on jobs. It's really fun, makes the game experience a lot more fun, entertaining. All we need is now the Boba Fett armor just to complete this set. Nah, I'm joking, but Boba Fett's armor would be really cool, wouldn't it? And I wanted to show you guys one annoying thing about this jetpack. If you're, this is a primary reason why I don't play in auto aim lobbies. If you're playing in an auto aim lobby, this is most likely going to happen to you. If somebody shoots you out of this jetpack while you're flying it and does not blow the jetpack up, but just shoots you out of it until you die and the jetpack falls to the ground, you're going to have to pay 20 grand for that. Let me demonstrate that right now. Advanced, shoot me out. Okay, so my jetpack got destroyed. Let's call Morse Mutual right now. Let's see. What do I have to pay for it? Let's see.
Morse Mutual Insurance. How can
Yes, we do. So that's what really sucks is you get shot at that by you're just flying around minding your own business. Some griefer just shoots you out for no reason, and the jetpack is still going. It falls down to the ground. You got to pay 20 grand for it. That sucks. So here I wanted to show you guys a speed test on the Jetpack versus the Buzzard. We know this Jetpack is fast. Obviously, it's not the fastest air vehicle in the game, but it's flying at a decent speed for a jetpack. How does it compare to other aircraft like the Buzzard? So right here, let's take a look in the air race. Okay, so it looks like the Buzzard does have a slight speed advantage over the Jetpack. Okay, so while it looks like the Buzzard is a little bit faster, but it's not. I don't think it's that by that much. Because it looks like I'm traveling pretty fast too. So this is a different kind of test I did here. I wanted to do a test to see which of these vehicles can start up quicker and get to a destination quicker. So versus the Buzzard, if somebody is about to get in the jetpack and somebody's about to get in the Buzzard and they take off, who's the likely to get there first? So the jetpack, it's almost instant takeoff. You just get in, you just hit a button, versus if you get in the Buzzard, you have to warm the engine up, you have to warm the blades up, and you can then start flying. So I managed an early takeoff. I managed to get there, but the Buzzard will eventually catch up to me. It's right behind me. And here's another thing I discovered. If you are in flight with this thing, you will gain altitude quicker versus the Buzzard in flight. So if you're moving, you will gain altitude quicker than the Buzzard. The Buzzard, it's a lot harder for it to climb. However, if you're both stationary and you have a race just to see which one can gain altitude quicker, the Buzzard is going to win this fight. Just look at how quickly the Buzzard gets up versus me. Like, I get a slight advantage at the beginning, but then the Buzzard will just gain altitude a lot quicker than me. Even if you use the JTO thrust, the Buzzard will still catch up to you in height. So the Buzzard elevates a lot quicker than this thing. And now moving on to damage resistance, there's something very strange about this jetpack that I have to show you guys. Sometimes when you get hit instantly with a missile from a plane or a helicopter, you will blow up and the whole jetpack will get destroyed. But other times, and sometimes you can dodge with this jetpack because it's not that hard to dodge with it. But if you do get hit, and sometimes this is strange because it's happened to me on different occasions, if you get hit by a missile from a helicopter or a plane, you will die. And watch this very closely, guys. You see me? I died here. But the jetpack did not get blown up. The first test it did. On the second one, it didn't. And it was both at full health. And look, it's falling down. So the jetpack's falling down. I died, but the jetpack falls down to the ground, and I have to pay 20 grand. So sometimes it'll get destroyed, but other times the jetpack will fall down to the ground, but the person will never survive though if they get hit. And in this case here, I hit Saucer Cats, and he was flying my jetpack. It falls down. He has to pay 20 grand also, so it's strange. And here I want to show you guys an explosive sniper test. If you fire an explosive sniper at somebody with this thing, they will actually go flying back. And it will take, technically, it'll take only 2 hits because you can just blow that person off. And then they have to pay for it again. And in this case, we are doing a damage resistance test against a homing launcher. Let's see if we have any different results. So with the homing launcher, the jetpack will always get destroyed in 1 hit. It'll get blown up. But when it comes to missiles from like an aircraft, like a helicopter or a Buzzard, sometimes it'll blow up on impact, but other times the person will die and the jetpack will just fall to the ground, but the person will always die themselves. Okay, so here we have the pros and the cons. It's very fast for a jetpack. I was expecting this thing to be a lot slower than it was. It's not as fast as the Buzzard, for instance, but it is fast just for being a jetpack. I mean, I was just surprised by its speed and maneuverability. It's great for jobs.
you guys saw me doing Sightseer, Headhunter. I could see you guys using this for contact missions and other CEO work and MC work. This is definitely a good vehicle that you want to bring along on jobs. Lock-on missiles, you can fly around with it, get out of areas, spawn it with the mechanic, so it's great. It has JTOW thrust, so I was actually surprised by that. I didn't think it would have JTOW thrust, but you can actually take off really quickly. When you're stationary, you can just boost up in the air. And it costs $2,750,000. It's not expensive. I actually thought that this was going to be one of the most expensive vehicles when the update was first announced, but it turns out I was wrong. So $2,750,000. That's the trade-in price. You get almost $1 million off, and you get the $2,750,000. So make sure you guys do try to get that trade-in price. It is definitely worth it. You got to complete the heist finale in order to get it. It has countermeasures, so I didn't expect this thing to have countermeasures as flares and chaff, so you can use that to evade missiles. And the cons, it blows up in one homing launcher hit, so it's kind of disappointing how it gets blown up in one shot only. But it was strange how, from when it comes to air vehicles like Buzzards and Savages and so forth that lock onto you, sometimes you'll get blown up instantly and the whole thing will get destroyed, but other times the person will just die and the thing will just fall to the ground and get destroyed, and it'll cost 20 grand for the person who's flying it. And another con is that you can get shot out of it. So you're flying around with this, and I don't recommend using this in auto-aim lobbies. In free-aim lobbies, you don't really got to worry about this, but you fly around, somebody just randomly locks onto you, just shoots you out of it, and it falls to the ground, and you got to pay for it afterwards. So you can get shot out of this vehicle easily. It only has 16 missiles, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping that it would have a lot more than that, maybe 20, but it only has 16 missiles. And you have to pay to switch weapons. So you have to pay to switch weapons. So if you want the machine gun and then you change your mind, you want the missile launcher, and then you go back and you want the machine gun again, you got to pay each time to swap it out. It's disgusting. It's annoying. It leads to more shark card purchases. That's why Rockstar does it. And if it falls, you have to pay for it. So like I said earlier, if you get shot out of it, and you die and the thing starts falling to the ground, whoever was on that vehicle before they got shot out of it would have to pay for it. So even if I gave this jetpack to my friend to fly it and I shot him out of it, he would have to pay for my own vehicle falling, even though I'm technically the one who caused it by shooting him out of it. So when it hits the ground and it's falling, the person who was last on it before they died will have to pay for it. So it's kind of an annoying feature. It's Rockstar didn't really, I don't know if Rockstar did this intentionally, if they didn't program this correctly, because the person shooting at you is the cause of the vehicle exploding. It's not the person flying it. So that was my review right there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be doing the Deluxe Zone next because people have wanted me to do that, and I'm sorry these reviews are coming out days after the update. I've just been so busy, guys, and haven't been able to be uploading as quickly as possible. But I'm trying my best, and I'm gonna have the next few reviews up quickly. I'm gonna try to work in getting the Deluxe Zone done tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.